There's a silence that most people will never understand unless they've lived it. It's not loud. It doesn't shake walls or break glass. It creeps in slowly, like a shadow at sunset, stretching across your life until you realize something inside you has gone still. That desire you once had, the hunger for connection, for romance, for building something with someone else, it just fades away. It doesn't happen during a fight. It doesn't come after some dramatic ending. It shows up on an ordinary evening when you sit in your car a little longer than usual. You stare ahead, knowing that walking inside means stepping back into a cycle that drains you more than it fulfills you. And in that moment, something clicks. That click is not anger. It's clarity. It's the realization that everything you were told about love doesn't match what you've experienced. You begin to question the effort, the time, the emotional investment, and what you actually receive in return. And when you do that honestly, the numbers don't make sense anymore. For many men today, walking away from romance is not a breakdown. It's a breakthrough. It's a decision made after years of trying, adjusting, and hoping things would balance out. But instead, the cost kept rising while the value kept shrinking. We are now living in a time where silence has become a form of power, where stepping away is not defeat, it's self-preservation. This is the era of the quiet exit. You've heard the talk about loneliness. It's everywhere. But here's what people won't say out loud. Loneliness is not owned by one group. It's shared. The real difference is not who feels it more, but who has the tools to deal with it. Many men were raised to believe that emotional connection only comes through romantic relationships. That means when that system fails, they're left with nothing. No deep support system, no emotional safety net, just silence. Then comes the invisible tax, the cost of simply participating in modern dating. The time spent crafting messages for online dating apps, the energy used trying to stand out, the pressure to perform, entertain, initiate, and carry every interaction. It's simply exhausting. You begin to realize that just to be noticed, you have to invest more than you can afford, emotionally, mentally, and financially. And even then, there's no guarantee of anything real. At some point, you stop asking how to win the game and start asking why you're playing it at all. Modern dating has become a game, and not a fair one. It's a system designed to keep you engaged, but not fulfilled. Every swipe feels like a chance, but most lead nowhere. It's like walking into a casino where the odds are stacked against you, but you're told to keep playing, keep trying, keep investing. Meanwhile, the house always wins. The imbalance is obvious. The competition is intense, and the standards are constantly shifting. You're not just being compared to the people around you, you're being measured against a global highlight reel. Social media has distorted reality. It has turned relationships into performance and people into products. And when everything becomes about presentation, authenticity loses value. Eventually, you see the pattern. You recognize that the system is not built to help you succeed, it's built to keep you searching. So you walk away. Love doesn't exist in a vacuum. It lives in the real world, where bills have to be paid and stability matters. And right now, the economic pressure is extremely heavy. The expectations haven't changed, but the conditions have. You're still expected to provide, to build, to lead, but the path to doing that has become harder than ever before. Housing costs are rising. Wages are stagnant. The future feels uncertain, and yet the standard remains high. You start to question the risk, not just emotionally, but financially. What happens if things fall apart? What do you lose? And is it worth it? For many men, the answer is no. The risk outweighs the reward. And when that realization sets in, the decision becomes very, very clear. There's a growing gap where experience used to be. Fewer young people are learning how to connect, communicate, and build relationships early in life. Without that foundation, everything feels harder. The fear of rejection grows stronger. The hesitation becomes normal. At the same time, appreciation seems to be fading. Effort is expected, but rarely acknowledged. Contribution is demanded, but often minimized. You find yourself asking, why am I giving so much to something that gives so little back? And when that question goes unanswered, something inside you shuts down. The final stage doesn't come with noise. It comes with stillness. You stop chasing. You stop explaining. You stop investing energy where it's not returned. You become present but distant, engaged but detached, not out of bitterness, but out of understanding. And then something unexpected happens. You find peace. You realize that being alone is not the same as being lonely, that your time is yours again, your energy is yours, your life is yours. You start building, not for approval, but for yourself. Your health improves, your focus sharpens, your mind clears. You rediscover who you are without the pressure to be something for someone else. This is where the transformation becomes complete. You stop seeing solitude as a problem and start seeing it as a freedom. You no longer need validation. You no longer measure your worth by your relationship status. You understand that you are enough as you are. You begin to live differently. You invest in yourself. You explore new paths. You build a life that feels real, not performative. And in that space, something powerful grows. Self-respect. You are no longer chasing a system that doesn't serve you. You are creating your own. The day a man walks away from modern love is not a tragedy. It's a turning point, a moment where he takes back control of his life. It is the day he stops asking for permission to be happy and starts defining happiness on his own terms. It's the moment he realizes that peace is more valuable than validation. And while the world may not understand it, it doesn't matter anymore, because understanding is no longer required. What matters is that he finally sees clearly, that he finally feels grounded, and that he finally knows his worth. And once that happens, there is no going back. I hope that you understand what I see happening between the sexes. Men are waking up to how plastic the interactions have become, and I wish that many ladies take this as a learning experience. I hope things get better, but this is the reality. Let me know what you think. LanceScurv out. On to the next one. Peace.